Welcome back and let's learn the ABC with the alphabet lore, but with a slightly cooler words.
A.
A is for ambidextrous, which means being able to use both right and left hands for activities in which people usually have a preferred hand to do so, like riding or hitting a baseball.
B.
B is for Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse is the second brightest star in the Orion constellation. Orion in Arabic is Al Jawza, and since Betelgeuse is in its hand, and it's called Yad Al Jawza in Arabic, the hand of Al Jawza. When brought to Europe, this language is changed a bit, the pronunciation is changed into Bad Al Jawza, and later it turns into Betelgeuse.
C.
C is for chiaroscuro. It's from Italian language. Chiaro means light and scuro means dark. It is the technique in painting of the Renaissance era where the painter employs the contrast of light and darkness so that it becomes a beautiful painting.
D.
D is for defenestration, or the act of throwing someone off the window. The root word is fenestre, French for the word windows, with the additional of prefix D.
E.
E is for Yue, a word with probably the longest consecutive vowels and the longest word consisting of only vowels. This word is actually an abbreviation used to help memorizing parts of patterns of a certain part of Latin church songs, basically.
F.
F is for ferroequinology, or the study of train. Choo-choo. Name means the study of iron horse, since train is the metal replacement of horse in the old times.
G.
G is for gnocchi. Say that again, gnocchi. It's an Italian cuisine with yum.
H.
H is for hors d'oeuvre, or simply said, appetizer in French.
I.
I is for idyllic. Nope, not idyllic, but idyllic, or the sense of peaceful life as if you're living in the countryside, so natural, so stress-free. Ideal itself is a kind of poem that talks about a simple countryside life.
J.
J is for juxtaposition, or the positioning of two things next to each other, close to each other, close together. The very basic definition of comic itself by Scott McCloud is when two images are being juxtaposed with each other. K is for Kafkaesque, taken from the German-speaking novelist called Franz Kafka. Kafkaesque means something nightmarish, something odd or frustrating. Well, try reading his novels so that you can understand the sense of what it means by Kafkaesque.
L.
L is for llama, or should I say llama, because the double L in Spanish and also in French is pronounced as Y. This animal is native to South America.
M.
M is for mnemonic, or the technique to memorize something by associating the things we try to remember with words, sentences, or ideas that is more easily remembered. Like the order of operation by PEMDAS, or the cardinal directions, never eat soggy waffles.
N.
N is for nepenthe, or a medicine in Greek mythology that is said to be able to cure sadness or troubled mind. This word consists of prefix ne or no and penthos or sorrow.
O.
is for onomatopoeia, or words formed from the sound it makes, like meowing cat, or ticking of a clock, or tapping the door. P is for pneumono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. Whoa, that's a mouthful. Probably the longest English word. It consists of pneumono or lungs, ultramicroscopic or very small, silico or sand, volcanoconis or volcanic dust, and the suffix osis, which talks about illnesses. It basically means lung disease caused by inhaling very small volcanic silica dust.
Yup.
Q is for quixotic. It's from the name of a character in a Spanish novel called Don Quixote. Don Quixote thinks that he is a chivalrous knight even though he is just nobody. So quixotic means something very impractical because it's very idealistic. You know, just like being a knight.
Ah.
R is for rhabdosophy, or talking while waving anything resembles to stick, like pen or pencil, to deliver the message of the speech better. Rhabdos itself means stick or wand, so rhabdophobia is the fear of magic because usually magician carries magic wand.
S.
S is for Schadenfreude. Schaden in German means damage and Freud means joy. So Schadenfreude is the joy when you see someone else is having a misfortune. That's not a very nice, isn't it?
T.
T is for tsetse. It's the local name of a fly in Africa that carries the sleeping disease. The sickness itself is actually caused by a protozoa called trypanosoma.
U.
U is for ultracrepidarian. It's someone who expresses their opinions on things that is actually outside of their expertise. You know, like most people on the internet. It comes from two words, outside and sandals. Yep, it's because in the past there is this painter called Apelles who was criticized by a shoemaker about the way he drew his sandals. Apelles accepted the criticism, but then the shoemaker started to criticize other parts of the painting. So Apelles said that he should not comment any more than just the sandal, outside of the sandals.
V.
V is for vaudeville. A theatrical play consists of various acts like miming, dialogue, dancing, and songs.
W.
W is for Worcestershire, a type of sauce commonly used in food. Yep, you heard that right. Worcestershire, that's how we pronounce it correctly.
X.
X is for xenophobia, or the prejudice against people from other countries, kind of like racism.
Y.
Y is for ipsiliform, meaning something that is formed like epsilon, or the modern alphabet of it will be the letter Y. Anything resembles the letter Y will be called ipsiliform. Z is for zeitgeist. It's a word borrowed from the German language, which literally means the spirit of the age. It means a force that dominates the characteristic of a certain era. For example, probably in this era, virtual social world will be the zeitgeist of our time.